WWE SmackDown had an entertaining show lined up for fans tonight with its fair share of highs and lows. We saw exciting developments in the biggest feuds on the Blue brand as we inch closer to SummerSlam 2021. The show had great swerves planned, but one of them could arguably lead to a significant mistake in the future. Overall, the show was solid, with some jaw-dropping action to complement the ongoing storylines. Here, we look at the biggest flops and hits from WWE SmackDown this week, so, without further ado, let's begin. Number 1, hit on WWE SmackDown. John Cena vs. Roman Reigns at SummerSlam 2021. John Cena kickstarted this week's WWE SmackDown, and he had a lot to say about Roman Reigns. The 16-time world champion blasted Reigns for rejecting his title challenge at SummerSlam 2021 and choosing to face Finn Balor instead. Cena nullified all of Reigns' arguments from last week by saying that Reigns needs to change every 2 years because fans stop caring about him. Ouch. John Cena hurled several other hard-hitting insults at Roman Reigns on WWE SmackDown while the crowd continued to cheer in agreement. Soon after that, Baron Corbin interrupted John Cena's segment and demanded that the latter lend a helping hand. Cena offered little cash, but the former king slandered him for not offering enough money. John Cena felt this could be Corbin's learning moment on WWE SmackDown and delivered an attitude adjustment before walking out of the ring. Later in the night, Finn Balor and Roman Reigns met inside the squared circle for the official contract signing. Balor was about to put his name on the dotted line when Corbin attacked him from behind. Soon, John Cena ran to the ring and signed the contract instead. Paul Heyman tried to dispute the match backstage on WWE SmackDown, but Adam Pearce refused to make any changes. Thus, the highly anticipated title match between Roman Reigns and John Cena at SummerSlam is now technically official. This match has been in the making for years. There are several reasons why Reigns needs to beat Cena at SummerSlam 2021, but that victory wouldn't be enough. He needs to look convincingly good when he stands across from John Cena during promo wars on WWE SmackDown. It is a massive challenge for Roman Reigns, but one that he desperately needs to overcome. Number 2, flop on WWE SmackDown. Potential mistake with Finn Balor. The contract signing on WWE SmackDown was both chaotic and amusing. However, there is one serious aspect that the creative team cannot afford to ignore. As mentioned before, Baron Corbin attacked Finn Balor before he could sign the contract for the Universal Championship against Roman Reigns. Now that John Cena has replaced Balor, what's next for the Prince? It would be a horrible decision to eliminate Finn Balor from the Universal Championship picture in this manner. He is a deserving superstar who can work wonders with the title feud against Roman Reigns on WWE SmackDown. The best way to book him going forward would be to have him face Corbin at SummerSlam, and then face Reigns at the next pay-per-view. As we discuss Finn Balor on WWE SmackDown, it is essential to note one subtle yet beautiful moment. Reigns told Balor that he would stack him, pin him, and send him back to NXT. The Prince hit back, saying that it would be his honor to return to NXT with the Universal Championship. With everything said and done, it was great to see Finn Balor stand up against the literal, and often metaphorical, disrespect towards WWE NXT on the main roster. Number 3, hit on WWE SmackDown. Sasha Banks returns. The biggest surprise on tonight's WWE SmackDown witnessed the return of 6-time Women's Champion Sasha Banks. This was the Boss' first appearance on the Blue brand since losing the Women's Championship to Bianca Belair at WrestleMania 37. It all started when Carmella asked for another shot at the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship soon. Zelina Vega walked out and demanded she should be next in line. Belair even agreed to the challenge, but Vega and Carmella ruthlessly attacked her. Sasha Banks then ran to the squared circle to save Belair, while the entire arena rose to its feet to welcome the former champion. Banks took out both Vega and Carmella before hugging Belair, a subtle nod to their historic moment at WrestleMania. She returned for WWE SmackDown's main event, where she teamed up with Bianca Belair to take on Carmella and Zelina Vega in a tag team match. All 4 superstars delivered good performances, but Banks outshone everyone else inside the ring. Banks forced Carmella to submit to the Banks statement to pick up a victory following an entertaining match. She celebrated with Belair for a couple of minutes before hitting the champion with a backstabber. Banks continued to lay out a vicious attack on Belair before raising the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship in the air. Banks might finally get her title rematch against Bianca Belair, and both superstars could face each other at SummerSlam. Hopefully, we will see them engage in an intense feud on WWE SmackDown in the coming weeks. Number 4, flop on WWE SmackDown. Reggie's title defense. Reggie returned on WWE SmackDown tonight as the 24/7 champion and faced Chad Gable in the title match. Their match started well and allowed both superstars to showcase their respective strengths. However, their bout ended with an unnecessary disqualification when Otis interfered and attacked the champion. Now, the creative team's idea behind the booking might have been good. Their intention could have been to give television time to both Reggie and Gable, while simultaneously highlighting Otis' newfound aggression. However, it wasn't necessary to jeopardize a good match on WWE SmackDown. Otis could have attacked Reggie after the match, and it would still have been a believable heel move. Moreover, the interference made Gable look weak. The Alpha Academy should be actively competing in the tag team division of WWE SmackDown. But if they will be involved in 24/7 championships matches, then at least the writers should protect their credibility until their next feud. Reggie's title reign with the 24/7 championship is not that bad. He has delivered engaging performances inside the ring and is bearable on the mic since he lost his French accent. A few good matches on WWE SmackDown and Raw can undoubtedly help elevate his current position on the roster. Number 5. Hit on WWE SmackDown. Dominic Mysterio gets the perfect payback. This week on WWE SmackDown, Rey Mysterio faced Jimmy in an entertaining match. The one half of the Usos was pinned tonight after Dominic borrowed a page from the reigning tag team champions book. Rey Mysterio and Jimmy first engaged in a well-balanced encounter with their respective teammates present at ringside. Rey Mysterio then dropkicked Jimmy to set up the 619, but Jay pulled his brother out of the ring just in time. The masked legend still took out both WWE SmackDown tag team champions with a creative dive over the top rope. He dragged Jimmy back inside the ring to set up another 619, but Jay took the blow instead. Jimmy tried to fight back into the match with a Samoan drop, but Rey Mysterio hit with a beautiful counter and brought down his opponent for a crucifix pinfall. Dominic slyly entered the ring and pressed both his legs against his father's back to help reinforce the pin. Thus, he used the Usos' trick against them to help Rey Mysterio pick up an essential win on WWE SmackDown. Rey and Dominic Mysterio can use this victory to continue their title feud with the Usos until SummerSlam 2021. The two teams have been feuding for the WWE SmackDown Tag Team titles for the past couple of months and can deliver an exciting match at the upcoming pay-per-view. The storytelling has been excellent so far, and Dominic's trick accounted for an incredible swerve. The Fiend Bray Wyatt debuted a grotesque appearance in WWE earlier this year, and many fans thought it looked quite extreme, while the charred getup seemed to be nightmare fuel for younger audiences. The look was specifically designed to make sure WWE steered clear of any unintentional controversy. Special makeup artist Jason Baker and his team created the Fiend's burnt look at Colosseum Studios. Baker recently spoke to Adam Barnard of Foundation Radio about the topic, revealing that they aimed to make the Fiend appear movie realistic. According to him, an anatomically accurate look could have been viewed as a mockery of real-life burn victims. Surprisingly, one of the things we really pushed for was we didn't want to offend anyone, said Jason Baker. Because there are people who have had the misfortune of being horribly burned, horribly misfigured. We never want to ever make fun of or make light of those horrible situations that those people have gone through. So one of the many reasons why the burnt Fiend look was so extreme was that we took it beyond anatomically possible, if that makes sense. We made it look movie realistic, but not authentic realistic, because we didn't want anyone to be like, "Thank you for mocking my trauma." At the time, The Fiend, Alexa Bliss, and Randy Orton's storyline involved many fantasy elements. Jason Baker's team did an excellent job of creating a grotesque look that yielded favorable responses from the WWE Universe. The Fiend's alternate appearance existed in the first place because, as per the storyline, Randy Orton set Bray Wyatt's alter ego on fire at TLC 2020. The burnt getup lasted from WWE's Fastlane pay-per-view in March 2021 to WrestleMania 37 in April. Jason Baker made a hilarious analogy to further explain his fantastical approach towards the Fiend's charred look. We're like, yeah, let's make him not look like a burn victim, let's make him look like a hot dog that got put in the microwave. Baker joked, "You know that one hot dog that falls into the grill during the barbecue, and you find it when you're cleaning? That's what we're going to make the burnt Fiend look like." During the interview, Jason Baker also credited a specific WWE writer for the Firefly Funhouse segments. He spoke about Bray Wyatt's secret talent as well.